Make It Rains on the show. Tom Francis, what's up, brother? How's it going?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Thanks for having me on.
Yo, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nice having you
Appreciate
on.
it.
Introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are. Obviously, this podcast is all about inspiring people to start your dream, do what you want to do in life. Like, no whole barges. Get into it. Tell us about you, brother, and what you've been up to.
Big TF, Tom Francis. Yeah, I'm a rapper, man. I'm an artist, business, entrepreneur, doing the whole thing. A lot going on, a lot of stuff we're going to get into, a lot of good things to talk about, a lot of new music coming out, working with a lot of artists in the US, Rick Ross, Snoop Dogg, Gunplay, a lot of people, man. We're doing the whole thing, and we got a lot of stuff going on, as you can see here. And yeah, man.
Oh, nice.
We living
nice
life,
to have you on
bro.
the show. Yeah, bro.
Living life.
Looks like some goodies on the table too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Man, just been working a lot on music, and just getting like a lot of stuff done that I should have probably done before. Like, it's just it's just chilling. So yeah, we got like a whole lot of singles we're about to drop, and then we're about to do each song has a video, because I don't really like it if you get like a real nice song but then it doesn't have a video. So
Yeah.
Switch it
I
up,
mean,
you know?
how important is that these days? I reckon is like an ASAP or anyone that's got like their music's starting to fall off, but they're more like, it's not talked about as much, but their videos are more popping in some cases. Like, how do you think it's just as important as each other? Obviously, the music comes first, probably more.
Yeah, of course.
That visual identity, though, because of online now, right? Like, you kind of need both.
Yeah, I don't think that. I feel like someone like ASAP, like if you're talking about like ASAP Rocky, like I feel like he's probably one of those artists that is like just already like he's an OG now.
Yeah,
so his stuff's always gonna be like fire. Like he didn't really need to do much now. I mean, he's like married to Rihanna and shit.
Yeah. Well, he's on another fucking level probably, but like I'm talking. When his music would just be in the fucking #1 hits all the time. Now it's a bit more like
chilled out.
He's chilled out, maybe himself. Maybe that's reflected in his music or whatever. But his video clips are still popping, and he ain't doing that.
Yeah,
who's producing them? He's probably paying someone now, but that shit's fire.
Yeah, straight up.
Like flipping and like all that shit. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on in those video clips, but it's good. But tell us about you, bro. So what do you got? What do you got cooking in the oven? You got a song out with Rick Ross coming out?
Yeah, Rick Ross. We got a single with Rick Ross coming out.
Yeah.
I got another song with one of his artists, Gunplay, who was actually featured on a lot of. He was on one of ASAP Rocky's albums. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
He's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That
I
shit
listened
slaps,
to the song. Hard.
So
Cool, man.
So yeah, man, it's good. It's good.
We got some. What do we got on the table here?
So we got, first and foremost, we got Blue Duck vodka. This is the best vodka you're ever gonna come across. All that other shit, no, I'm good. All that other shit is you don't want it. This is smooth. The stuff like doesn't really give you like the hangover like the other.
Okay, it's like the New Zealand Grey Goose. Eh? Better.
Way better, bro.
We have to try some after this.
Yeah, straight up.
Drive home. Maybe tell us you're driving.
Yeah, and then we got the Banana Bros, Tom Francis Black Market
Yeah,
Enterprise.
I've got one of these at home actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna get another one though with this on it.
I mean, yeah, that's sick. That's sick. You got your own. So you went there?
Yeah, we've got a little deal going on that we're doing. So yeah, it's cool, man. We're gonna have a whole heap of them ready to buy soon. So yeah, it's good. We got all the cookies products as well. Shout out Uncle Snoop.
Yeah,
this one right here.
I actually had one of these before the show, so about halfway through, I'm probably going to be a Donny High.
Yeah, if you don't know what cookies is. Now you know. You know what I mean?
I had a whole one without even hesitating. Just straight into it like an animal.
That shit'll make you fall asleep for days, bro.
Nah, I'll be good.
Yeah.
I'll be good. I'm a wide awake.
Yeah.
So, so tell the people, like, obviously, everybody wants to be a rapper. I mean, especially growing up. Tell the people how you got into it and, like, everybody, especially, having songs with Snoop and the likes, like, how did you get into those deals and tell people about, like, I guess where you came from and how you started getting into that, because that's some connections right there, like tell the people about how that kind of formed, because I think, there's a lot of like, obviously hard work, but I mean, for someone that's starting out, what would you say and where to start if they're on that same journey?
I'll say it like this. it's easier for me to go do a song with someone like Snoop Dogg or Rick Ross or Gunplay or any of these guys than it is to collaborate with people from where I'm from. Like as in like...
And I explain that. You
like,
must have some capital though?
Nah, like that's what people think. People think they're like, oh, like, you know, you hear everything, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you just paid for that.
Yeah.
Bro, when I did that song with Snoop Dogg, I think my car that I was driving was like $2,000. Do you know what I mean?
Like
Like
on a hoopty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like
you
it was
faked
like
it till you made it? Like
Nah.
what were you
Never-
sending him? Like samples or
never
like,
never fake nothing. How it happened was a connection.
You just told him.
No, it happened through a connection.
How did you get that first connection then?
So I was like flying to the States on a mad low budget, bro. Like I would go in there and I would stay at this place called Banana Bungalow that was like a backpackers. But I would book the room.
Yeah.
So I had my own room. I wouldn't be in there with all these other people and shit.
Yeah, you can get those. They're still cheap though, but they're like, you get your own door. It's no like toilet and shit.
No.
I stayed in a few around Europe. They're mean. It's like, why the fuck wasn't I booking this at the start?
Yeah, well,
because you get
you know,
your own room at least with your key, and you feel like your shit's more safe.
Yeah.
Rather than one of those like cages under the bed.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
In the dorm.
Yeah, in the dorm and shit, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I remember, like going to one in Amsterdam. There's some real fucking weird motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's some people that are out
There's
of
some
it, bro. Like they've
creatures
been
in
traveling too long and shit. They start to get a bit like weird in their head.
Just creatures, bro.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah.
up. So I used to stay there, and then I would go book studios, try and rub shoulders with a few people, and then my sound engineer, he did all like Dizzy Wright's projects earlier on, and I just liked the sound of Dizzy Wright. I was a fan of Dizzy Wright, so I was like, man, who's this guy? So I got a hold of him and started working with him, and
How did you get a hold of him though? Like I need to know the like.
I think
you
I
hit him up on like.
I think
give the people the.
I think
juice.
I looked at like the credits or something. Like I looked at the credits and then found out like who he was. I might have asked Dizzy because I worked with him.
Yeah. So you're always
one of my
being
boys
quite
too.
like you're always asking questions. You're always maybe without even knowing you're doing it, like kind of getting to the next step and like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that the opportunist in you? Like is that the hustle really? Is that the game?
Yeah, well,
it's just kind of like, okay, I'm in the room with this person now. How do I get to that person? Or
yeah, like just it's kind of like you got to ask the question without
being
asking
too
the
obvious.
question.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be like, bro, can you give me a song with so and so?
Yeah.
You
True.
got to kind of be like, just the less you say, sometimes the better. Do you know what I mean?
I
like
could
you
learn from
can't.
that.
not in this. Obviously, it's a podcast, right?
No,
But
I
you know what I'm
know
saying.
what you're saying,
But
though.
sometimes when with those opportunities, and you would know being successful in the business that you're in,
Yeah.
how to approach things, and you know it feels natural or it doesn't feel natural. I've seen people fumble it, bro.
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
a nightclub, fumble it when when an artist comes here,
True.
and then they get in the way and they're just doing too much. Just relax. Like they don't need to be doing so much because. Bro, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
Like if a dude
And they do
walked
this
in here,
every day, so it's not a big deal to them.
if a dude walked in here and he was like to you, like he was just like dick riding you the whole time, and he was just like, oh, like trying to get at you, trying to take photos with you on every angle. Bro, can you get in my video? Can you send this to my cousin? Can you do this? It's too much, man. Just relax. Like just bring it back. You know what I'm saying? And so I was chill, bro. I've always been chill.
Yeah.
And those opportunities, I feel like, because people always ask me that. They always say like, you know, how do you do that? How do you do these things? Some things happen just from your energy. If you got good energy,
Believe in that.
bro,
too.
I've been around girls that have demonic energy.
Yeah.
Bad things
Let's talk about
come
some
to
hoes
them.
now.
We'll get to that. So, but you know, like nothing good really comes to them. You know, because they just always blaming everyone else for their problems and all these types of things. But getting back to the point,
Do they have a fat ass though?
most of the time, yes. Most of the time, yes. But
That's your answer.
look, to all the youngins out there, BBLs are not all what they're made
Especially
out to
when
be.
they sag out. I've seen a few.
Bro,
I've
some of
seen,
them-
seen a few chicks, and even in Auckland,
Some of them
with them
just
sagging out
yeah.
now, and like, fuck.
scar tissues up, dude,
Like,
and then
who
they
did I
just
hear the other week? They were like at a pool party, and the nana or something came, and the nana was like,
then done
hitting
something.
the
Then it
door-
had a
hitting
BBL.
the granddaughter. Nah, Nana was hitting the granddaughter up about the friend, like, who the fuck? What is that? Like, when the grandma's like 90 hitting it up, then some shit wrong.
She's like, oh, that's a tumor.
yeah.
She's like, damn, boy.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it's getting crazy out there. I mean, what's next? I mean, we didn't have BBLs like 10 years ago. For everyone that doesn't know what a BBL is, it's butt implants. Like,
Brazilian butt lift.
Brazilian butt lift is the acronym there.
Yeah.
Dirty shit. So okay. Tell me a bit about okay, so
okay, so you're trying to figure out you're on one after that, cookies.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
you're forgetting what you're trying to say.
For the water. I went for the fucking dirty Coke Zero.
Yeah, and there's homeboy's Coke over there. It's not even your one.
Cancerous sweetener in there.
So basically what happened was our producer, KJ, shout out to KJ.
Yeah.
He's tight with Snoop.
Yeah.
He come along. We did a song with King Los. We're about to release that soon too. And then we
just
did
making it look so easy.
Oh, it was easy.
True.
But you got the right people around and you got the right energy.
Yeah.
If I was too much, you're going to fumble it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like doing a business deal, bro. Like if you do it in the same sense, like whether it's free or whatever, you're like, you got to just be, someone's doing you a favor, for example. There's a better example. It's like, just, you know, you're not going to be on their ass about it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So like, yeah, like what are your next goals then? I mean, obviously, like in terms of, so you've done songs with Snoop, you know, you got a song with Rick Ross coming out. Like, tell me a bit about like what's next and like, do you have like a hit list of people you're trying to go after and like work with? Because at the end of the day, it's just business, right? Like you were telling me the other day, like they just want to do business as well. And it's and they know that it's a numbers game too of what shit's going to pop off. Like some shit might pop off and some shit might not. So it's a numbers game of just putting out content, just like anything.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I did a song with the lead singer of Men at Work, Colin Hay.
Yeah.
And you know, like I've never seen that done before.
Yeah.
And for me, like growing up, my parents had listened to that.
Crazy.
So I was like, you know, I ain't coming from a land down under. Birdtown shit ain't there.
Yeah.
Winning man.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we approached him.
Yeah.
He brought me on stage, bro, in front of 30,000 people. And he said to me before this happened, like as he's doing a sound check, he said, I want you to do a rap verse over Land Down Under.
Buzzy.
Dude.
How was it?
Do you know,
I
was
heard
like, hell no. Because, bro, like this is mostly older
true. You
people,
said no.
bro. I said no to start with.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it and I was like,
yeah.
You know what? You know one thing? All the people that I grew up with always used to say no to opportunities. It doesn't matter if it was a small one or a big one. They'd always say no. They'd bitch out. They'd be whatever. You know what happens to those people now? Where the fuck are they? What are they doing now? They're working at a pack house with a miserable life going on.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that anyone's just working in a pack house having a miserable life, but I know those guys are because they've seen some of their friends come up, including myself, and they've been like, damn, I should have taken those opportunities.
Yeah.
I've given a lot of opportunities to people and they don't take it.
But some people aren't cut out for it either. Some people suit working at a pack house. You need your pack houses.
Yeah.
I mean, know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the people you least expect when you come up at school too, like as well. Like the prettiest girls are usually the fuggliest ones when they're older, and the ones that's usually like promiscuous is usually like a nun.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
That's that shit right there. There we go. I'm trying to
lean in. Lean
back.
Yeah.
Lean back. Yeah. So yeah, man. You know the
cookie is kicking in, by the way.
Yeah.
Feeling nice in this chair, comfortable. Got a little neck issue at the moment, so that's gone.
Yeah, man. So you know, like I feel like, you know, you look at someone like Rick Ross, he's like one of those guys that sees an opportunity, and I've been fortunate enough that people have seen the opportunity in what I'm doing earlier than other people that are closer, you know what I'm saying? Like people that might be a bit further away as far as like connection-wise or whatever, they see the opportunity and then I don't know.
How do you think on a big scale though? Like how do you think globally when everyone probably in New Zealand thinks just like Auckland? You know what I mean?
How do I think?
Yeah, what made you think bigger outside? I guess what separates you? Because most people, even like legends in New Zealand hip hop, like usually just keep it quite small. Yeah. You know what I mean? In terms of their thinking, like everything's just local. Like how did you have that thinking
if you look back at like you know, a little bit, like obviously quite a bit before us, but you know, there was like what Scribe did with
D-Dot.
no, sorry, it wasn't Scribe. It was Savage did with Akon
Yeah.
and P Money.
I was
right?
going to mention that. Yeah.
So that's fire.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like, see, they saw an opportunity. They
And
both
like,
saw an opportunity.
Hip Swing was the biggest fucking song in like the States, or had like the top 10.
That was
or some shit.
after Knocked Up, that movie.
But that's what I mean is like you're putting hits out, and the least one that you think would pops. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
almost sounded like a gimmick song kind of thing. When I heard it come out, I was like, "Fuck this shit!"
Catchy though.
As catchy as yeah.
Yeah, I feel like what it's a different time. You know, when those artists were doing their thing, like, see, the thing is with me though, bro, is like, before I did music, I understood business.
Yeah.
So I understood like hustle, I understood business, I understood persistence, and just like, if I'm on your team, I'm probably the most valuable person to have on the team, because I will just fight for shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what it is, I'll just like bulldoze my way through anything. Like, if someone tries to put a door in front of me,
Like
cool.
a chip on your shoulder almost?
No, but I'll just smash the door down.
Yeah.
I don't give
But
a
is it
fuck.
like a chip on your shoulder? I got a bit like that. I'm the same almost. Like, if you tell me it can't be done, then I'm going to try to do it that way.
Of course,
and show them
100%.
it can be done.
Yeah,
And the biggest one is probably like reference to all this shit on the table is like, you can't be successful and smoke weed, or, you know, like people that smoke weed are losers. Is like, I look at people that drink 24/7, and that's
I think drinking's way worse.
Way worse.
Way
but
worse.
like, the government's legalized it because some crazy laws back in the day to tax us money for it. So it's like, depends on where you're at and your mindset as well. But I feel like, I feel like the more it says no, the more I want to like prove people wrong.
100%.
I'm the same.
Yeah, straight up. But you know, like, so, you know, like going back to the, you know, these artists, and you're talking about things like, bro, they've done amazing things. They really paved the way for a lot of other artists, and, you know, I'd never discredit anything they've done or disrespect what they've done. They've done amazing things for the time they were in and everything. And they still, regardless of that, they've done amazing things. We're in a different time. We got social media. You know what I mean? Like, I can message someone right now, and it's like, you don't know, like, I could message one of the biggest artists and get a response.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
man.
the whole Snoop Dogg thing really opened up the door for me though, because then when people see, oh, he's got a song with Snoop Dogg, okay,
Yeah.
let's run it up.
Yeah. Well, that's
And they want to work.
That's like anything. You got to have that like social proof to be like, why would I listen to you? Or what?
It doesn't even have to be that too, like specifically like that, like for any artist like watching thinking, well, how can I do that because he's done that? What do I have to have a song with somebody big? No, you could have a song that goes viral. You got TikTok, you got all these things, and it can elevate you, and you can say, well, I've got a song that has 10 million views on something.
Yeah. No, I agree. But you talk about going back to like, you treat it like a business. It's like in any business, you need to have like, even for us selling websites, right? Like my company, it's like, well, you got to have some bigger clients to say, well, we've worked with over here.
Like, yeah, some big brand.
So then they go, oh, well,
if
if they've took it on and the job was a success, then they're going to do that for my company. You know what I mean? It's the same as like, well, if he has a successful song with so many streams or whatever over here, then they'll probably take it more it'll be easier. It becomes easier, I'm guessing, but it's just like that first. That's why I came back to like what was the first like breakthrough moment, I guess, because like it becomes easier once you've kind of got a bit of support from people that are like goats in the fucking industry, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's just reputation.
Yeah.
You know, it's reputation, it's all that type of thing. And, you know,
do you try to focus in New Zealand, or is it more your like, are you trying to get more, I guess all over, but is there like a focus in the States more?
Well, here's
like
the thing.
Music?
Here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. They don't realize that, see, when I first started releasing music, I had a lot of success. I had a #1 album, it went platinum. Drake's Views was #1, and then I made it go #2. Mine was #1. I had songs with Twisted, Dizzy Wright, all these people like Royce da 5'9", you know, all these people, and they see like, I live between New Zealand and the US.
Yeah.
Like, my family, a lot of my family is from the United States. So like, I consider myself a Kiwi,
Yeah.
but also like, I love America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who doesn't?
You know, but like I'm not. People try and claim me as like a New Zealand artist, but technically I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So
your mindset's always been like you're a bit of both, or you're more towards American? Like your music is more towards that, like, you know, a lot of Kiwi artists will talk about like Kiwiana shit in their songs.
No, I never do that.
No, you never do that.
I never related to it.
Yeah.
Because that's not what I, you know, like.
Do you think that is a part of your success then, is being because of that?
I mean, look, bro, I'm just warming up.
Yeah.
So I mean, people will look at what I've done so far and what I'm doing and what they're about to see get released, and they'll think, "Whoa, that's crazy."
Yeah,
to me, it's not crazy.
Yeah, true.
Like to me, like I'm not stopping until, you know, we slam in the Billboard charts and we've, you know, like here's the thing, right? Like it's not that I like really love doing songs with other artists. Yes, in some ways it's fun, but it doesn't define me as an artist, and I never want to be known for, oh, that's the guy that did the song with Snoop. Oh, that's the guy that did the song with this person. All that, like, bro, I'm my own artist. I had 3 albums out before I even did a song with Snoop.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
people don't see that work up. They only see
they only see that part
true.
of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like anything, man. And people don't see the 10 years before you put in the work. They just see the song that
right.
pops at the time and thinks, fuck.
Yeah, that's right. They do. But, you know, like the thing is that I'm really like a big believer in things aren't going to come to you. You got to go get it.
Yeah, true.
So like the reason that I feel like it's good to do songs with these artists is because it is a great marketing.
Yeah, fuck it.
Strategy.
It's all marketing, right? Look at Drake. I mean, he's just like putting out bangers with all these other artists and makes them look good, and then they fucking pop, and then it's just like, it's just this never, like it's like a...
That's a fact.
It's like a snowball effect.
It is.
That's marketing, really, isn't it?
Well, you know, like now with the Rick Ross thing, that's only like one...
How was that?
Thing away. It was good.
Yo, what happened there? Any stories?
Not yet. We'll have to run another one of these in about 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And
cool.
You know, once we get that
Bring
video
up
drop,
some shit on the screen too, like some footage.
Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to do a song with Drake.
Yeah.
You know, it'll happen, 100%.
Yeah.
Like there's no doubt in my mind that that'll happen. You know, bro, when I was at school,
What's the plan there?
I wasn't even thinking of doing this shit.
True.
And then look at where we are.
Yeah, hard.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
but even then, like I still feel like I'm warming up.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Still
of
young,
like
still got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just,
bro,
it's just
I'm on the assault bike just warming up.
I reckon there's going to be rappers that rap until 50, 60 now. Like it's like a huge industry, you know what I mean? Like it's like, look at Dr. Dre, they're still in the like billionaires now coming out, you know, from doing this. So
and they don't need to. They don't have to go do it.
All I listen to is pretty much that and podcasts because it's just what I gravitate towards, you know what I mean? Like when I'm just chilling, I'm driving my car or whatever, but like I do hear some good old classics from Harrick and shit and love it.
Yeah.
Or go to like a wedding or something.
Same.
Like,
I love that shit.
I need to put this on a playlist.
Hard. I love that shit.
I love when they do mix it and like, but I do still like classics too. But you know what I mean? I gravitate towards hip hop, so it's like it's massive. Like people, people love it. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting. So like, you're talking about like you're just getting warmed up. Like who else is when's your next album coming out, or like what else you got in the works? Do you have any other like with all this stuff? Do you have any other projects you're working on, or is it mainly just you just dialed into the music?
We're gonna do some stuff with Blue Duck and Banana Bros and
cool
cookies and things and whatever. But I mean, look, there's so much going on. It's like I love it though.
Yeah,
there's so much going on, man. I got other artists I'm helping out.
Yeah, who do you work with in the studio? Like I see your posts.
What, when I'm in there?
Yeah. Who's that?
Like in the US or?
Oh, just whoever. Like, do you have like a team here and a team there, or like is it you just work with like? Do you have like a bunch of producers that you work with?
Not
all
really.
The time, or is it always change?
I mean, I've worked with some really good producers, but at the same time, you know, I can do the whole thing myself for the most
true.
part. Yeah, like I write everything.
Yeah.
I write for a lot of other people.
True.
Yeah. You know, I write hooks, verses.
Because I buzzed out on that the other day, like went into Spotify and like, you know, you can see the credits, and it's like J. Cole's probably one that just is just him. He's the writer, the producer.
Yeah.
And then like you go to anywhere else and they just got like a long list. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I got this song with.
So like, tell me a bit about that. You write for other people? Can you talk about who you do that for? No.
Nah, not really. I'm
Couldn't
not allowed
they
to talk
find
about that. Yeah, well, you know, like it's just like it's kind of like people look at ghostwriters as like oh, you're not a, you know, if like I wrote for somebody else and they knew who the artist was, they'll be like, oh, well, he's not a real, the artist isn't a real whatever. Yeah. But like, bro, it's just like if it's gonna make the song better, like what the fuck? It's just it's all ego, bro. You know all that shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is ego. Eh?
Yeah, but like I'm excited. I got a song coming out with an amazing artist who was a really good friend of mine that passed away. His name was Ash Riser, and he featured on a lot of Kendrick Lamar's projects. He did a lot of writing on their stuff. He was involved in most of the projects that Kendrick released until Ash passed away. He's from LA. He was probably like, honestly, dude, like he was probably one of the most like talented, like gifted artists that I've ever come across. Like he could play guitar like Jimi Hendrix, bro.
Wicked.
Like he could play like crazy, and he would sing, and he could rap, and he could produce beats. Like
he's one of those real talented
and
motherfuckers
they would sound
that can do
really good. Like
yeah.
And so I got a song coming out with him that I wrote about. We were both at the time. We were both going through a breakup. You know, both were like he had some girl that he was dating, and that went south. I had some girl that I was dating, and it didn't work. And we both like at the same time, the stars aligned, and we made this song, bro. And like I've kind of been sitting on it because they had like his releases that they wanted to drop. And then his mother was like, oh, can you like hold off on it? You know, and I was like, yeah, like, you know, I don't want to disrespect them. So wait. And then, but now it's better because all these good things have come together with our distribution, with our people we know, with our marketing, with everything and the connections we have now. I'm glad that I didn't release it then, and I'm about to release it soon. And I'm really excited, you know, like just to also like to promote him. Because he's not here now, and he doesn't have the voice now. So like I you know, I hold that pretty close to me on like I really have to push this because I've got him like I've got to get him to you know, to that level where people recognize it and appreciate it because he's not here anymore.
Yeah, true. That's cool, man.
So yeah, I'm really excited. He was on. Are
you religious?
Yeah, I believe in God. 100%.
So you believe he's looking down and you got a job to do?
I mean, look, I don't know. Like, I know, I believe in God. I believe in things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not that shit that's happening overseas, man. That's fucked
crazy.
Up. That's really sad, bro. That breaks my heart. Like, I don't believe in that.
I don't
shit
really post about it because I don't really know like the ins and outs. But all I know is there's some fucked up shit going all over the world. Ukraine.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Palestine. That shit's like, fuck, these just need to chill. They need to have some cookies.
Yeah.
I reckon someone needs to just
open a dispensary up over there.
Not even a dispensary, just fly over planes and drop that shit out. Because they obviously, man, people just need to chill. Like
it's sad, dude.
It's always going to be happening though, man. Like the history of man has always been trying to get more land and take more land. If you look at it, like
bro, humans are motherfuckers, bro.
It's fucked. That Gaza Strip, that's going to be Israel for sure. That's what they'll be doing. They'll just be trying to wipe it out. Come in, all those people, millions of people. Bro, it's the most populated city in the world. Per square meterage and shit. Yeah, they're like motherfuckers are living on top of each other and shit, and they're just getting bombed to take out like one dude with these like the missiles are there are like super sophisticated, man. They can target individuals of like face tracking and shit now. And they're like taking out one dude and they're taking out like 50 civilians. It's crazy. I mean, I don't want to talk about that on the podcast because I'll probably start.
No. I know. Yeah. The crazy thing about war, though, I will say this is, you know, it's run by dudes in old men in the back that don't have to actually physically fight the war.
Send them in.
And people, kids and young people are killing each other that don't even know each other, and they don't even hate each other, bro. They actually don't hate each other because they don't even know each other, right?
True.
And I had a relative that escaped Auschwitz in World War II, you know, and he said that, you know, some of the worst people to do shit that he saw, this is him saying this, was New Zealand soldiers and American soldiers, but he said that some of the Germans that he dealt with were actually really good. And I'm not, you know, like this is what he's told me of his experience. I'm not saying, obviously the whole thing's fucked up, but that's what he experienced. Like, they could have just killed him, bro, but they were feeding him food under the, like, low key, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, there's good people and bad people in every situation.
Right.
I think when there's like World War II situation with Germany trying to take over the world, I mean, that was one dude's vision, and it started like quite, if you look back, it started quite like just wanting to, you know, bring back Germany the way it was, and and then it started getting to this extreme level where they started trying to exterminate people.
Shit, man.
Crazy shit, but and there was good and bad people and everything, you know, like there had been some good Germans that were just doing their job, but were actually trying to get people out.
Yeah, that's a
vice
fact.
versa. There was some sick, probably narcissists that were like, just killing people and
they just
raping and shit just for like, because they can, you know, like it would have been all kinds of shit.
It's like when you put a bunch of dogs together.
Yeah, but this thing that's going on right now is like back and forth. It's almost like, dude, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's almost like gang warfare in New Zealand. Like, you know, someone shoots the headhunter dude, and they're gonna retaliate, and the Black Power. It's like this back and forth, like, but this fucking, because man, you can't start like, you can't shoot somebody from another person's country or city and then expect there not to be any retaliation. No. And they've been doing it for so long now, bro, that it's just like that's normal.
Yeah.
Like, you fired a missile at us, we're going to fire a missile back. I mean, what the fuck did they expect?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And they got way more weaponry and shit. Like, Israel's like the fourth per capita. I think it's like the fourth largest or the fourth most equipped army. Or maybe it's not even per capita. Maybe it's just in the world and they're like tiny. It's out of it. I Googled some shit about it the other day.
Man, I'll tell you one thing.
But it's sad, man.
That, you know, shout out to all the Jewish people out there, man. They've been getting dealt to for so long, man. And I got a lot of Jewish friends, you know, out in the Diamond District in New York.
Tell
you know,
us
my
about
sound
this.
engineer.
What's going on here, cuzzy?
Yeah, dude, just flossing, dude. You know, sticking to my shirt too. See, because I got the writing on the bottom.
Oh shit!
See,
what have you got on the bottom there?
I'll read it to you, right? So
you want me to speak into the camera a bit closer?
Yeah, and the mic. So
can I have a look at this shit?
Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna read it out.
Yeah, because I went to the Diamond District when I was in New York recently, and I went in, and you were like, "Bro, that's where I got this," and I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
this is some crazy shit."
That's a fact.
Enjoy the moment, cherish.
Yeah, let me read it to you. Let me read it to you because I wrote this on a plane. Let me read this to you.
This is hectic, bro. This is solid.
Yeah, and then I got this watch from Johnny Dang too. Shout out to Johnny
Dang, yeah.
He's a bust down. Yeah, because you rocking the Rolex. I see it.
Yeah, bro. I got a little Hulk, you know. I got a couple of things.
You got
I like to keep it original though. I don't know if I could rock this. Like,
yeah, you can.
I could, but
bust it down
a bit.
You know, but buy it already.
It's pretty
done,
nice though. I'm not gonna lie.
Buy it already done. You don't want to fucking like rock it like.
Oh shit, this is nice.
Yeah, dude.
This is Cartier.
Yeah. Shout out to the Aviani boys too. Shout out to Aviani looking after me, man. They good people with, you know.
They're nice guys.
Yeah, they're good, yeah.
So tell us about this, like when you get your first proper piece.
Bro,
you roll in New York, or how did you know these guys, or?
I reached out to Aviani because so what happened was me and JP, one of my boys, we went over there and we went to Diamond District and I went into Aviani's and they the grandfather, he is so funny, bro. He grabs this like you know Blueface, the rapper?
Yeah.
He had this like bandana that was made into it's like a choker kind of shit.
Yeah, Buzzy.
Bro, you'll see him wearing it, but it's full gold and it's got like colored diamonds.
Buzzy.
This thing's probably like, I don't know if it was like $500,000 type shit.
This is Blueface.
Yeah. So Blueface wasn't there, but they just made it from because he lost the other one or something.
Yeah.
And so I walk in these because there's so many jewelry stores there. I walk down there and the grandfather, sorry, at Aviani's, he goes to me, he goes, oh, you know Blueface? He's like, you know Blueface rapper? Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, and he threw me this thing, like threw it at me, bro. Like he pulled out of the safe and just like chucked it at me. Like he didn't even like pass it to me. He like threw it at me. And I was like, oh shit. And I grabbed it. I was like, bro, he was so funny, bro. Like he was just cool. So I was like, man, I want to come back here.
How old is this dude?
Oh man, he'd have to be like
70,
80.
Oh shit.
He's
Character.
funny, bro.
Yeah. Were you iced up when you saw him? Because maybe like he knew.
Nah, they just treat you like good, you know. Like,
I just thought like if you seen you come in, looking fly.
No, I got them to make this. So
true. So this is yeah.
So this is what it says, right? So I was on a plane, flying, and I thought to myself, man, like some of the opportunities that come across to us in life are amazing, and sometimes it's like one of those things where sometimes you don't appreciate it, and then you need to realize to appreciate it.
Yeah.
So the quote goes like this: enjoy the moment, cherish the good times, and push past the rest. Embrace the process as it has made you the best version of yourself today. Never settle for less and aim for the stars. Even if you fall short, you will still be in the sky. A black market can never be stopped.
Yeah.
And that's why our label is called Black Market Enterprise, because don't care if you get in the way. If you think that somebody's going to get in the way and they're going to stop me from doing something like our music stuff, it's not going to happen. As hard as you want, you could be the promoter at the concert and you could think, oh, well, he's not gonna link up with this artist that we're bringing over. Well, guess what? I'm coming out on stage with him.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Do what you want. I'll ask nicely, and then if you want to try and lie to me or whatever, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Let's run it up.
Fair enough, bro.
So that's what that means. But this people, when I'm in New Zealand, people with the jewelry and that, they kind of go like, oh, like especially older people would be like, why are you buying that? Why are you why it's a waste of money, it's a waste of time. Well, I'll tell you this. If you pulled up to you got a nice G-Wagon.
Yeah.
You pull up to a car dealership to go test drive a Lamborghini that you're looking at buying. You pull up in that, they're gonna take you serious. You pull up in a piece of shit Toyota Corolla or some Citroen, they're just going to look at you and go like, man, I'm wasting my time. It also creates opportunity for conversation. So you got a nice G-Wagon. There's another business guy that might like a G-Wagon, and he might be involved in a similar industry or an industry that could help your business, or you could help him.
Oh, for sure. It's already happened before. Like in my old Audi, took it to cafe, and now we're doing the website, and I know where he got my business card from, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He was like...
That is your business card.
Well, yeah, it is. And but the owner, Boston, cleaned my car and then he was like, hey, actually, we need a website, because that got his attention.
Yeah,
he saw Web God, which isn't wrong either. And
yeah, the best in the business, man.
But you know what I mean? In terms of touching on that 100%, like, my accountant's like, oh, why you need to get a new car and spend all, but it's like, it actually comes back. You don't want to be doing someone's digital marketing or their website in a hoopty, because they'll be like, well, how successful are you?
Yeah, it can go both ways sometimes.
So I think, but there's a fine line between like that, then getting it, and then also now I'm like at the stage 10 years in where I'm like, trying to dial it back as well. Don't really care, like kind of proven to myself now. I can see why these like ultra billionaires are like walking around with the same skivvy and genius, because they don't have to worry about that shit.
Well, because they don't need to make those connections anymore.
Well, yeah, that, but also like, because of fuck. You're gonna die soon, so just like don't sweat the little shit. And that's why I hate going shopping, because I'm like, this is just a waste of time. Like, I know girls like going shopping and it's kind of fun. It's kind of nice for if you're treating yourself something, but I just want to get the thing, treat myself, and get the fuck out. I don't want to waste time.
You're not hanging around for that.
Like, oh, my image. Like, I'd rather be like, roll in there all jandals and I mean, like, what's up? And cruise off in a helicopter, then trying to fake this. You know what I mean? Like, I think as the older you get, the more you realize that too. Like, Yeah, no, like
well, it doesn't define who you are. Right?
Doesn't define who you are. Nah, nothing
There's
does.
the
But
thing.
it does help in business. It does get people's attention and the conversation thing as well. And that's why people play golf, because you're just like chatting the whole time while
That's
you're
a good
fucking
point.
swinging this. I mean, I need to get into it really, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of missed opportunities there. And even rappers and shit are playing golf now because they're doing the deals on the fucking golf course.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you meet some cool people out and about. But man, even just this watch.
Plus,
when I
like-
first bought this watch, I made so many connections.
Do you worry about
"Oh,
we worry about people jumping you and shit if you're like,
try it. Hey, they want to try it? Fucking try it. See what happens.
nah, but it is quite flashy, like especially for New Zealand. It's probably the only person I know with like, you know what I mean? Like it's out of it for here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you get
like
looked
you're
at.
just used to it, and I'm kind of like
Even in the States,
I'm cool
even in
with
the
it, but-
States, people give you a lot of attention. But you know,
Like even when you walked in here, then a couple of the bros are like, yo, the bros, you know, like that's the
Yeah.
first thing they notice. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely like a talking piece.
Yeah, right.
But does that help you?
yeah, a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
at the same time, like when we're like rolling around, we got people.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I can hold myself. We got people too. Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know it's not going to happen,
Hey.
but I'm just like, you don't think about that shit in New Zealand
I'll
because
get-
it's
I'll
just
get
like
ju-
a small poppy syndrome.
I'll get judged by 12 before I'm carried by 6. Bro. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, that's cool. Just gotta ask the
But
question.
you know, like, but yeah, like, you know, time and a place for it.
Yep.
You know, you might not wear it everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think like,
You're not rocking at the gym.
I wore it in the sauna a couple times.
Yeah.
Well-
it's holding up and shit.
Hey, it's never gonna. It won't go wrong.
Yeah.
If it's real,
100%.
it ain't going wrong.
100%.
But you know, it's also like these people that go to the sauna that are interested in that type of thing. It's cool. I just wore it because I didn't have anywhere to store it at the time. So
Yeah, you don't want to leave it in that locker.
no. Yeah. So that's what I did there. But you know, it's interesting, man. Like it's a conversation starter, and I'm involved in a lot of different businesses.
Yeah.
So right now we're starting a production company. So the production company will cover everything from like video to audio stuff. See, when I was trying to make
Is that what 24K?
24K is involved in it.
Yeah.
They have their own thing. 24K Media is its own thing, and then we've
He's
got.
doing some cool shit, eh? Like,
Oh yeah. That cool. Yeah. Shout out to Matt and Leighton doing their thing, man. And you know, I went out and just bought like all the highest quality gear that you can get. So the vocal chain for what I record on,
Yeah.
that's in the States does not exist in New Zealand, and you will be lucky to find it in Australia.
True.
You know, like I probably spent
So
about.
you're gonna be renting that out? to
Yeah,
other
we
artists?
started a studio. So we got
Yo.
a studio here in Auckland
Oh,
now. It's kind of like it's.
So you
it's
want
a-
to shout out that to get people in, or
Yeah, so like, you know, if an artist wants to book a studio, we've got a studio, Black Market Enterprise. Just message them and it'll come through and you can book it. You know, we're already booked out now.
Yeah.
Like so the gear that I have is the same as what Drake uses, Travis Scott, Dr. Dre. Every major artist uses this vocal chain, and what it is it's a Sony C800 microphone. Their microphones, you know, New Zealand dollars, just under 30,000.
shit.
So I bought one of those.
That's like fucking a chain right there.
Well, no, you know, it depends on what type of chain, you know. But I bought the TubeTech CL1B compressor and a Neve 1073 preamp, and we got the UAD interface, and we got our whole studio set up. That's like the vocal chain, and then there's everything else. So that is the number one setup for rappers and some singers. It depends on the voice though. Like sometimes like it changes, but that's how I always wondered, like, how does people get that clarity? How does when you hear a Travis Scott song or a Drake song or any of these songs, how are they so clear with their vocals? It obviously comes down to the skill as an artist.
Yeah. Articulating the words.
Yeah, but also
How many cookies you've had because you might be mumbling.
yeah, but also the equipment. So, you know, the equipment's one thing, but what I wanted to do is bring that back here. So the artists that
nice.
don't have the opportunity to go over to the US and use those, because that's standard in every major studio. You'll find that gear in every single major studio. The major studios here don't have it. They don't
Why
even
not?
have it. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to
Is
me.
it a hip hop thing?
I mean, it's kind of industry standard for a lot of people. I mean, The Weeknd uses it, bro. Like, everyone uses it. It's like, you'll see it. It's like this black microphone. It's got like this radiator kind of looking thing that hangs off the back of it.
Yeah.
And all that. But like, I could not work it out. So anyway, it suited my voice amazingly. And I would always hire them. And I was like, yo, man, I need to buy one of these. So yeah, I ended up getting that. And
Wicked.
it gives artists the opportunity that don't have the opportunity to use the best gear in the world.
Yo.
I have the #1 setup. We also went out and bought a Red camera.
Yo.
The brand's
Yes,
Red. Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, it films
They're
in like 6K.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like all Netflix approved and shit. We got all the cinema lenses
Yep.
for it. So,
Wow, bro.
so that's part of our production.
How
as
much
well.
is a rig like that?
Oh,
The red thing.
a lot, dude.
Yeah.
But lenses are expensive too.
Yeah. It's the lenses they get you. Like,
It's like,
fuck.
yeah, it's
they're like more expensive than the camera in some cases and shit.
yeah. You could probably spend like $100,000 on some lenses.
Yeah, true.
You know, so
Yeah.
like, it's like top of the line, like movie lens, but like, cinema lenses.
What
and
is 6K above 4K? Is it 6K like fucking 3-dimensional? What?
so how it works is like, there's 1080p.
Yeah.
So 4K is 4 times better than 1080p.
Yeah, okay.
So like,
So 6K is 6 times better.
yeah, and then you can get 8K.
But oh shit.
And 10K.
What about 3D when you put the glasses on? That's like,
I mean, I
there's
don't
other
know.
cameras there.
Yeah,
true.
I don't know that shit.
Fuck, man, this shit's getting crazy.
But yeah, it's cool, man. The whole AI shit's kind of crazy. It's coming out.
Yeah,
too.
and all the video games that are like real life, like that fucking shooting game, and it was like it literally looks like a dude. I just follow the camera or drone following an actual dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And when you shoot, it's like not like blood everywhere. It's just like hits and then slowly, It's like fuck, actually what happens.
It's funny, man. It's funny, man. I'll tell you some funny stuff though. That's like interesting. So when I first one of my first big collaborations obviously was Snoop, and I ended up going to his house in California.
Yeah.
And that was so funny and eye-opening because bro, I walked in the back and they were like, Jay-Z might be in here as well, so just letting you know. I was like, damn. I hadn't really been around a huge amount of like celebrities at that point.
Yeah.
And anyway, we walked in there and he's like playing this like shooting game because he's got like an arcade, like a movie arcade in his house. And he's playing this shooting game, and I just remember like thinking, "Oh damn, this is crazy!" Like, I thought it wasn't going to happen, and then we're there, and we did the song. And man, that guy could smoke some weed, bro.
Yo.
He come out here. Were you at this concert?
Yeah. I think I saw you there.
You brought me out on stage.
Yeah.
So
that was crazy.
We performed Lifestyle there.
Yeah.
The song that I got with him, and
he can smoke some. I've heard that.
Yeah, we were there with him.
Yeah.
And I got my.
Wonder how his lungs are. You ever asked him that?
Damn.
Probably not going to have time to be like, hey, bro, how's your lungs? That'd be a bit weird, but I reckon often wonder, like, this dude's been smoking for years. Is it tarred up, or is it like they should do some case studies?
He's like superhuman.
But they should do some case studies on him and be like, this is what happens. You smoke weed every day, 2 ounces a day for 40 years. They need to look inside that shit.
Yeah, shout outs. Shout out to Snoop, man. But
that was crazy. So how was that?
Yeah, it was cool. My best friends got to meet him.
Mean in your hometown?
Yeah, well, because like one of them, particularly JP, like he's been a real big supporter of me, and he's helped me a lot, man, through like tough times, through ups and downs. Because the thing is in music, bro, what a lot of people don't realize, and it's the same in anything you're in, whether it's sport, entertainment, any of these things, even in business, in your personal life. When things are going good, you got all these people around you, and when the things aren't, they don't have to be not going good, but they could just be like
plateauing.
Not plateauing, but just straight. It could just be cruising. You could just be cruising along like this on an airline like this type shit, and you're gonna get all these people that were hanging around you kind of like start to fade away because they think, oh well, he's not doing much. You watch what happens when I drop the song with Rick Ross. I promise you, I already know that these things happen. I've been through it, bro. I've seen it. It's like a wave.
Funny,
It's waves coming. You get hit by the wave and you ride the wave, or you get smashed over by the wave. But JP has always been solid. He's a really good person, man, and he's always helped me, and he's always been there. And man, he's motivated me when I haven't felt like doing it. He's like, nah, bro, like fuck this. Like you need to do this. He's like, bro, you need to push this. You need to make this happen. And so he got to meet him, which was like really cool for me. I got more of a kick out of that than anything. Than performing, bro. You know what I mean? And just like the fact they get to like blaze up with them and shit like that.
Crazy.
It's like people.
It's like people's idol.
Well, people go to the meet and greet. They don't get to blaze up with them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it's just not going to happen. Like, it's just like that shit happens backstage. There's not that many people back there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So exactly. It's like whatever. But
well, yeah, people just get like 2 seconds of them. I mean, fuck, everybody wants a piece when you're like an idol, like a weedy god.
Yeah, I went to like.
I mean, he's known around the world, bro. He's like probably one of the most familiar faces around the world. Like
100%.
Brazil, even probably China. Like, Snoop, you know, like fuck, he's probably not mainland, but
that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact,
crazy.
Dude.
Crazy.
So, you know.
Well, have you seen that shit he's been doing with like India, like Bollywood? They dress him up, bro. He does anything for a hustle, old Snoop, eh? Like there was some fucking YouTube video on it, and he's like, bro, he was doing some wild shit for money. Like even in India, dressing him up like a fucking spastic.
Gotta get that bag, man.
Bro, they're probably paying him probably more than he gets in America. I don't know,
dude.
Crazy.
He's in his
shit you do for a bag, yeah.
He's on his thing, man. He's doing his thing, and he's still going, and he's still huge.
Yeah.
You know, like he's still like
talking about him.
He could go to a show anywhere in the world. That shit will sell out.
True.
Yeah, like he's just
Well, you keep going at that kind of energy, man. It'd be feeding off the people, you know.
You can't stop.
Exactly.
But if you stop, then what?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Die.
Well, the thing is that, like, you know, a lot of these guys have got like huge overheads too, isn't it? You know. Sorry, my bad.
But that fucking cookie's fully cooked in now, so I'm just shout out to Cookies.
Yeah, shout out to Cookies. Shout out to Burner. Shout out to Burner. Cookies, man.
Cookie.
That's that business
like I had
right
one
there.
of these, and I just munched, and the bro said, "Oh, bro, my bro had 2 the other day. I was in sleep for 3 days." And
JP did that shit.
I'll be all right.
JP did that shit.
Now I'm feeling.
He had
nice
3 of them.
on one.
He missed all his meetings, man.
True.
He missed everything. Like one of the bros, Jermaine, he was knocking on the door and shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, and I was just like, "Oh, damn."
So talk about any more concerts coming up?
Yeah, so we're gonna tour Europe once we drop this. So going back to what you said about you know, you mentioned about like what are you trying to target? New Zealand isn't our target, but I'll still do it just out of love.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I got a lot of people here and stuff like that, but like it's like Europe and the States.
Man.
And even Asia.
Yeah.
You know? Bro,
they go hard.
I get naturally a lot of people listen to my music from Germany.
Buzzy.
Which is crazy. I've had people stop me when I've been overseas, which is the weirdest shit.
Buzzy.
Like, you know, when you haven't like really like pushed into that realm yet. Like, you know, because I'm like I said, I'm warming up. So it's like I get that if I had like a.
It's crazy, when someone across the world's like, "Yo, I'll stop you" or some shit.
Yeah,
small world
and shit. You know, whatever.
It's a small world, but it's also a big world. Like, I mean, the internet makes it small. You know what I mean? But it's also like fucking vast as well. It's crazy.
We're probably gonna jump on a tour with another artist. We're already talking with like a few about jumping on a tour with another artist, a major artist that's huge already in the US.
Yeah,
like you know, and just go as go on the tour and perform and you know open up for them or whatever, and then just like all that type of shit. But that'll be my headline show soon after that.
Yeah, man.
It's just like step it up and then bang, get that. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, man, it's gonna be exciting, dude. There's a lot of stuff going on. Just the thing is that like, you know, a lot of people I think get caught up in this nowadays with all this stuff about like, you know, feeling anxiety and pressure and stress and all that. I think that like there's a lot of people obviously that it's legit. And then there's some people that kind of take the piss. Like if they want a free day off, they're going to say they got anxiety and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like we all get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, the only way that you move forward and you get shit done, no matter how you're feeling, is just to work.
Yeah.
Just work.
Yeah.
Like if you,
I mean, it could even be at the gym or it can be
anything.
Like in your work, your actual business, or whatever you're doing, but yeah,
just
I agree.
Get shit done.
I agree.
Like no matter if you're feeling shit
you
today,
feel like
do
shit
your
and you get anxiety. I mean, I brought this up on other podcasts, but you get that shit when you actually haven't put in the work because you feel guilty that you're just like
That can happen.
being a piece of shit,
being a bitch.
I mean, the
You know
people
what I
with
mean?
anxiety on the like, getting handouts from the government and just like drinking all in their spare time, all like, no wonder that they're fucked up because it's just like building on, and they're covering it up with more of that shit.
Well, you can change your whole life around in 6 months.
You got to focus on your health first, Jim. Get that shit in order. Like Dave said on the last one, you're all those like getting out in nature, your sleep. Bro, I prioritize my sleep so hard. All my mates used to always give me shit for not going on benders because I used to like gap in at like 12 or 1 and just smoke bomb and then just go home and sleep while they're all like 5 or 6. Bro, I'd just cruise around in the morning. They would have like half slept and then I'd come around fresh and be like, yo, what's going on? Let's get this day started. Like, bro, that's funny. Yeah. Like now fucking they're all fucking looking older and shit. And it's like, fuck, you got to prioritize sleep, man, especially when you're young, It will fuck you up long term.
Well, that's the thing. Like money you can get back.
Health
time you can't get back, and health you can't really. I mean, health you can like. It depends what it is, but
unless you like let it go too far.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you see people eating so much sugar, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you something. I did like quite a while ago. I stopped eating farmed meat. Right. So I want to go to a restaurant and buy a steak. None of that shit.
Oh no, fuck! I'm never doing that.
But here's the thing. I'll tell you why.
Yeah. Tell me why.
Look at the shit that they put into there. And the shit they pump into it, and then you're consuming it, and then it's going into your body. Bro, a lot of people don't know this. If I want to go get wild meat, I'll go. I got a jet ski.
Yep.
Or I'll jump on a boat. I'll go spearfishing and shoot a kingfish. I'll shoot all types of shit. Get that, bring it back, go diving, get powers, get crayfish, get whatever, run it up. Then I'll go hunting. And go shoot a deer, carry the deer out.
Yeah.
5-10 Ks out.
Can we go hunting?
Yeah. I'll take you out.
I've never been hunting. I got to do that shit.
But
I really want to do it.
But I don't really post that on my social media
You
because...
should, bro. You should do it on the chains and everything. Like fucking just roll out, blood dripping down, have to get it washed later, but fuck it.
Water blasted out. But the thing is that, I got all them honeys on there, bro. So I got to
bring the honeys.
Well,
bring the honeys.
Yeah, but they don't want to see you.
They will just be at the campfire stoking that wood and just keeping the tents. Or
What wood?
Keeping the tents, like the fire that we produced.
That wood.
Oh, that wood, yeah. the PG wood for the podcast.
PG wood. Was this going on YouTube or something?
I'm going to get it on everything, yeah.
Does it go on Spotify?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that sorted. I'm doing a bunch. I'm just putting it out, bro. And as I'm doing it, so I'm optimizing. So like that's how I roll. I'm not trying to get it perfect. I don't even have like podcast number 1 and 2. Like I don't even do any fucking hashtags. Like as we get into the 868th one, it'll be like.
That's
and
a fact.
And then it'll need some optimizing.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not. So people watching,
Yeah.
It'll get good.
Yeah, it'll get good.
Just get better.
It's already good, man.
Oh no, it's already good, but I mean, like, it shit just gets better over time. Like in anything creative, you just gotta get started. Most people ain't starting. That's my biggest advice I'd say to give people is like, just start.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Ask the question. Start. Like, push. Don't be on the sideline like thinking about it. Just ask. Just
stop
start.
doubting yourself. Eh?
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's the biggest thing is like self-doubt, bro. Like a lot of people I remember growing up, like their parents is to be like, oh, you're a fucking loser. Like you can't do this, that, whatever else. And it's like, bro, like fuck all that shit, man. Use that as motivation because the thing is with energy is like, you can use that to push you forward, right? Like you might go through a breakup, you might go through somebody that's close to you might pass away, and all these things in life. You might lose your job. People throw shit at like just little curveballs they throw at you. You can use that as motivation, or you can sit there like a little bitch and cry about it, and nothing will happen.
Yeah, well, there's that old saying: you act like a victim, you get treated like a victim. And I think it's so true. If you act all shy, head down, you're going to get treated like that. Whereas if you act empowering, even if you aren't in an empowering environment or you aren't in an empowering like financial position or anything like that, acting weak and like scared and shy is just going to give that energy off. Like you need to act empowered,
that's a fact.
And fuck, if you need to go and fucking go to the Salvation Army and get that suit. And go to the public toilet and use the fucking water basin to wash it and get the dust, like whatever. Like you got to just have to push.
Yeah, well, people
but
think
you got to just keep pushing, man. You can't like let the world defeat you and think, oh fuck, it's just the world. It's you. You know, you got to keep pushing and you got to just act empowered, even if it's like faking it. You got to act.
That's the thing, man. And that's the thing with social media too. Like, look at social media. People think that like they'll see like a celebrity on social media and they compare their life to them. Their life is completely different. Why the fuck is someone comparing their life to the celebrity?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
you don't know whether they got this and that and what happened. And yeah, exactly. There's so many different variables. It's like crazy. I hate comparing.
Well,
there's a lot of comparison shit out there.
There's social media. That's exactly what people do now. And the thing is, bro, is like that person that you're following that you look up to could be having like the worst day and they're just hiding it and they only show you what you want to see. I've seen a lot of fake shit in this industry, bro. See, I'm involved in the music, like in the business, not the music industry. Fuck the music industry, bro. I don't want to be friends with all these fucking like fake motherfuckers that wear fake chains and fake jewelry and fake watches and all this bullshit and have this sense of you know, like you know, I want to, you know, it's like instant gratification. It's like, no, I earned my shit. I went out and worked for it and I got it. And all the things that I have, I worked for it. So like at the end of the day, I can't relate to those people, but I can relate to business and I can relate to music business, not music industry. Yeah, true. So that's why I don't really hang around these parties and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, like, bro, like, I feel like there's a lot of good things that can come from social media, but like if I was to say to like anyone that's like that's watching, that's like trying to figure out what to do with their life and this and that and whatever, you just got to start and you got to push it and you got to make things happen, because without starting and without pushing and without doing anything, nothing is going to happen. And in 10 years time, you're going to look back and go, oh man, I should have done this and I had this opportunity. Everyone's got the opportunity with this phone. Yeah, everyone has the opportunity to go run that shit up and you can make $1 million 6 months. Yeah, I don't care about the excuses. That's bullshit, because the excuses don't care about what the bank balance looks like. You know, like they're not like, fuck the excuses. Let's run it up and make it happen, and let's do some things and motivate each other. And the cool thing is with money is that you can do great things with money. People can also do bad things with money, but you can do great things if you're a good person and you got good intentions. You can do great things with it, and it can help people around you. Exactly. You know, and I think
money creates freedom, and freedom creates, you know,
well, that's
time to be able to do things like that and help other people. Right? If you're just running around like a headless chicken, living week to week, you know, and you don't have that financial or even just time freedom, then you ain't got no time to help anybody but yourself at that point. But yeah, coming back to freedom, it's like that's what everybody's actually chasing. It's not the money; it's the actual being able to wake up and just be able to go, I want to do this today. Yeah, but I always go back to what the fuck else would I do? Even if I had like a limit, you know, I'd probably still be doing what I'm doing and shit like this, because, you know, at the end of the day, like, you got to be doing something. Yeah. You know, it's either diving into a pool or playing golf, but fuck, that will get draining after a while. It's got to be something stimulating, something that probably gives back to the community in a sense. Like, even as geeky as that sounds, like I never thought that's actually, I'm like, what are these motherfuckers? But like, I get it now, because what else is there? You know what I mean? You're very selfish when you start off on the journey, and as you kind of get through it, it becomes more like apparent that the more you give back, the better you feel anyway. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's true. And you know, like there's a lot of people that you can help. I know, like I've helped a lot of people out in multiple ways with a whole bunch of different things. And I don't really expect anything back, or, you know, whatever, or expect you know, any recognition for it. But it's like, that's not what we're doing it for. We're doing it for the cause of what it's for. Like, you know, you see people post, oh yeah, I just fed all the homeless and shit. Yeah, it's like kind of like, just do it. Yeah. Just do it. Like, you don't need to show no one. I mean, it's cool for other people to get like inspiration for it, to them do it as well.
Yeah, but they're really just getting that clout, or that, like,
some people do.
All that trying to make money out of it themselves, which is even worse. Yeah. Some of them are real
kind of
bad.
Like backwards, eh?
Yeah, some of them are real bad, eh?
Yeah, it's crazy. But
fuck, good having you on the show, bro. And like, what would you leave with the viewers with? Anything you want to fucking say, or
Yeah, I do actually. I do have a few things to say. I got a lot of things to say. So people always say like, oh man, like I got a few friends that are in this position at the moment. Just things have been really hard for a lot of people financially.
Yeah.
In the last like 6 months to a year, I would say. Just with like it's like the aftermath of COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
That whole thing was bullshit, bro.
Shit.
That whole thing was a waste of time.
Yeah.
And so they're in the shit financially, and they're like, well, I don't have a business, I don't do this, whatever else, and I need to get some money together. Here's my advice, and people can take it or leave it how they want. If I was living in an area, for example, like a cold area, like where it gets cold in the winter, South Auckland, anywhere actually in New Zealand, pretty much, it gets cold.
It does.
Go down to Mitre 10 and go get a chimney sweeper, like borrow $100. Someone will give you $100, right? Go get $100 or go do something to get the $100.
Yeah.
Go get a chimney sweeper and then go around and look at the houses and go, okay, their house has a chimney. I'm going to go offer them $100 or $50 or whatever it is. Between 50 and 100, I'd say. If it's 70, $80, whatever, 100, whatever, it doesn't matter. Could be more than that, could be less, whatever you want to do. Go hit them up and say, look, I can offer you the service. We're doing this, this week only or whatever it is. And just go do a whole lot of chimney sweeping. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work this shit out. It's not that hard. And then you might make $3,000 a week. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, or go get a water blaster, go get that money, then go buy a water blaster, and then go water blast go to businesses and go, look, we'll water blast your whole driveway.
That's too hard for people these days, bro.
Why?
Because people are lazy. They want to make that. They've heard about easy ways to make money on crypto and all these other ways. That going and getting a $2,000 water blaster.
A lot of that's bullshit, though.
And then walking door to door, like they can't even pick up a phone in an office.
Well, that's their problem.
With a cup of fucking mochaccino in front of them and
that's
the
their
internet and complete freedom of what they can do on the phone. People are lazy. That's all it comes down to, bro.
Well, that's them, and that's the difference. But the thing
that's why they're there.
But the thing is this too, though. There's guys in wheelchairs that don't even have, they're quadriplegics, bro. They can't move their arms or their legs. They can hardly move their neck.
Torso.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like. That's sad, and like those guys don't have the opportunities like some other people have.
Oh, and they're like doing
they're doing crazy cool shit.
Yeah.
They're doing crazy shit. Look at Stephen Hawking, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's no excuse. You got social media, you got all these things. You can start a business today and have it making money today.
Yeah, exactly.
Not tomorrow, today.
Yeah.
Like you
but
can
again,
do that.
I mean, the people just get by with the bare minimum and then they get comfortable and then they just live by that. So
oh well. That's them.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep doing it.
But hey, just in case you didn't fucking hear, get a chimney sweeper and hit up those fucking houses, $100. It only takes 30? Yeah, 30 chimneys and you get $3,000.
It's a street.
You could easily do that in a week.
It's a
Especially
street,
if you
bro.
had some machine.
Nah, you just
And, like,
you get
you
three of
don't
your
wanna
mates
get
doing
dirty.
that shit.
Yeah, true. And then there's like $9,000. But yeah, I didn't think anyone could do the chimney. What about if there's not much chimneys out there anymore?
We'll do something else.
Because you'd probably be having to live in like Invercargill or some of those like older where the houses are like.
Nah, there's so many chimneys out here.
What about if you lived in the city? Like there'd be no chimneys.
Yeah, well, if you lived in the city, go take a train out to that area.
Yeah, true. What are some other shit that we could give people to do? Fuck, chimney sweeping, I feel like.
Yeah, but that's just an example, though.
There's a lot of bums in the city that are just begging on the side of the fucking, like they're just coming up to the cars now. Hey, have you seen that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I almost like one jumped out in front of me the other day, actually.
Yeah.
I said to him, I was like, bro, look, man. I think he was all there, though, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I said to him, like, look, I can help you out and tell you some ways. And if you really need a job, I could probably get you a job somewhere.
Yeah.
But, like, you have to, But then he's just like, and just whatever. And I was like, whatever, dude. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's all gibberish, man. You got to feel sorry for some people. Everyone's situation is different. So I'm not going to look at like a homeless person and go and judge them and go, oh, you should be doing this because you don't know. They might be like schizophrenic or something like that, or they might have some real mental issue.
Of course, bro. There's always an underlying reason. That's what I'm learning the older I get as well. There's like a dude at my gym. He comes into the sauna and he chats to everybody. He's this.
Wait. Is this what sauna is this?
Next gen. Next
Is
generation.
he like an old guy?
Yeah, he's an oldish German fella, like pretty big, and he just yarns to everyone. Everyone when he leaves talks about, fuck, he hands me ice and he does the annoying, but man, he just comes down. He's a lonely old fella, you know.
Sad,
and it's just like, you know, fuck it, he's annoying, and even I have to admit, it's like, fuck, bro, no one wants your ice that he like collects, but.
Yeah.
It's just like lonely, man. That's all it comes down
Sad,
to. It's like
bro.
like taking one step back is like, why are they like this? And can I help? You know, is
Yeah,
really
what can you do
important.
from a positive point of view
Yeah,
instead
exactly.
of judging and things like that, right?
I'm guilty of it. I always judge them, but I'm then like fuck, should be better. It's always
Probably
like the
human
day
nature
after
a
I'm
little
in the
bit.
shower or something random, and then I'm thinking about like, I was a dick yesterday, for no reason.
Yeah.
But it's always when I've had a few beers too.
Yeah, I stopped drinking.
Shout out to the cookies, making me
stopped-
feel nice. Though.
I
Those
stopped-
are solid.
I stopped drinking, to be
That
honest.
real stuff.
It's
And
like-
they've got to like weigh the THC out to the actual tea, you know, not like the shit we get over here where it's just like some dude in his kitchen. This shit's like measured out.
Yeah, it's that real shit.
Like if I had two, I would have been gone.
JP had 3 of them. But I'll tell you something else too. I think this is like a good point. I put this on my Instagram
Because
earlier today.
we got to leave the viewers some juice.
So here's the thing I put on my Instagram today, right? Because I felt like this was like a big thing that people, like a lot of people on social media love to show off all the good stuff and they never want to talk about the real life shit.
Yeah.
I kind of showed the real life shit because it relates to people.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact there's people out there going through the same shit that I'm going through.
Yeah.
But they don't have the platform that I have or the stuff going on that I have. And it's kind of like I like for people to know that like what you're going through is okay and there is a way out of it, a positive way out of it that you can win. You know what I mean? And I think that like a big thing that I've realized in the last few years is I don't care if it's family, friends, somebody that you're in a relationship with, as in like a partner, if they throw little subtle remarks and jabs and little things at you or big things at you to try and bring you down in a negative way, cut them off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Give
fuck
us some
if
examples.
like,
What are some minor things that people might not know that they're saying, like underlining?
they
Is
might
there
be
any-
like, you know, go get a real job.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I remember when I first started rapping, I remember these dudes used to say to me shit like, oh, you're not a rapper, bro. Like, that shit only happens in America and shit. And that is it. It's just like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You're the same dude that goes in the toilet, has a 45-minute break, so you're too lazy to work.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here if I smack the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is like like people like that, I'll just cut them off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't care if you're family. I don't care, like, any of that. I'll just cut it off. I don't have time for that shit. We're on a trajectory to winning and to creating something because the steps that we make and the decisions we make now will determine if our kids starve or if our kids are okay in 10 years. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know,
You got any plans to have any kids?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to have the right woman around, and you got to have one
100%.
that's
You
strong.
don't want to end up with a dad and then having like kids with a fucking out there with like
some fucking like
I
you
could
know,
think of nothing worse having to drive around and like pick up the kid to
from the
the week or
Thotty's
some
house,
shit.
dude.
You know, like
I ain't doing none of that bullshit. You know, like, hey, shout out to all the Thotties out there, but you know, I'm
don't
not
do
trying to put a ring on it. You know, it's just like that's one thing too. Like red flags, you know, in relationships. Like I feel like us as dudes don't really like take them that serious. We should be taking it more serious because that shit can bite you later on.
Yeah,
As in,
yeah,
like
yeah, 100%.
they can drain your bank account.
Oh,
They know
100%.
what they're doing, bro.
yeah.
Like don't think that
Get them to sign that prenup.
but even before that, don't even think that female is just for you, bro. Chris Brown, dude, is one of the like biggest artists of all time,
Yeah.
and he has a song called, you know, what's the song called? I was listening to one before by Wash and French Montana, Can't Trust Thoughts, you know, and like, but he has one. Oh,
I reckon you can trust some girls though.
you know, like these hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah. These
like,
hoes ain't
some
loyal.
girls.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the ultimate test. This is how you test
But
it.
it ain't the ones that are doing OnlyFans on Instagram that give a fuck posting, like if they can do any freaky ass shit where they're like trying to, they got a lot of influence from that, then they're probably like that's, you know, if you're not feeding that to them, they're probably off looking for it. You know what I mean? Whereas it's like there are normal chicks out there.
You got to pay attention
But,
to star signs too, man.
Yeah, you reckon?
100%.
Yeah.
I used to not believe in it. I thought it was bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I dated a Scorpio, and you know they fall like really in love with you, and are like really, really attached, overly attached to the point that it becomes dangerous.
True.
Type of girls that will stalk you and shit. You know what I mean? And then I dated like a couple of Tauruses.
Yeah.
And you know, all of them.
So
had
what star sign are you, bro?
I'm Aquarius.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm a Taurus.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're hard headed. That's good.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's in a good way. It's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hard headed. Yeah. I guess like.
It's the bull. It's a sign of the bull.
Yeah. It's the bull, right? Yeah,
so you're gonna push through it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and
but what's the Aquarius shit?
So Aquarius, a few people Aquarius, Dr. Dre, Aquarius, very like much like a. You become like a very deep thinking perfectionist.
Yeah.
And you I don't know, just hold certain values. I think it also comes down to the person too. Like you said, if you're dating these OnlyFans girls, bro, I've dated a few of these OnlyFans girls and shit like that. And bro, like honestly, dude, it's not even what it's made out to be. Like all this shit that you see is kind of like, you know, it's whatever, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'd rather have a girl that's got like, you know, no Instagram or 100 followers that's just like chilling. Yeah. That is real. You can have an actual conversation with them. Yeah, exactly. There's no ego there. There's no like, it's not like a ego swing, who's bigger than who type shit, you know. I've got this many Instagram followers. Fuck all that shit, bro. Like, you know, there's real people out there. There is. Yeah, but exactly. I feel like in our generation now, it's harder to find because, you know, you just...
Most of them are yuck anyway. That's why they're doing that shit. The real hot chicks and the ones that are like got their head switched on usually be running a business with their clothes on.
Shout out to all the females though that are like.
Shout out to all the females where you at that are running a business with your clothes on.
I mean, look,
I'm serious.
I'm not gonna like go crazy like that, but I mean, like, shout out to the females that are running a business that are like doing their own thing and just like not bludging off a man.
I'm gonna have a cookie. How do I get this shit open?
You got it. Are they in there or no? They are?
Candy.
You're going to be toasted for your meeting, man.
No, I'm always toasted for my meeting.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Wow, to a certain degree.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you got to be careful with the young guys out there, man. She ain't worth it. She ain't worth it. Leave that bitch alone.
That's a good combo.
Leave that bitch alone. Like focus on yourself. Buy yourself some property.
Oh, they'll come. They'll always come.
Here's the thing, bro. You could be 80 years old and look like a lizard, and the bitches will still be there. As long as you got money, it's fine. It's cooler to be young and get it naturally without them knowing you got anything going on. See,
cooler to be natural.
I always do the little test, right? I won't wear any jewelry, any nice clothes, nothing. Like, it's just basic shit. It's not bad shit, but it's just basic. And then I'll just like, I won't say what I do. I won't talk about none of that. And that's the ultimate test to find, you know, because a lot of these girls, they be messaging on Instagram, they're thirsty. They want the backstage whole experience.
They see the bling.
Yeah, they want all that shit. You know, it's like, nah, like, I ain't got time for that shit.
I know, YouTube might shut us down for that. You got the green shirt.
They could do, I don't know. But I mean, I think this is all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was a long leaving them on a note. That was like, get money, work hard, but focus on yourself, not the bitches in a nutshell.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've seen that many guys go under, and I've almost had it happen to myself. A female gets involved with you, and they will just milk that bank account like it's that Fonterra building, bro. Just milk it like Fonterra. Dude, you're at the milking station, you fucking just all that. It's like, nah, bro.
No, it's not like that. They actually get all those suckers, and they're just
dude, they're like leeches, bro. I remember the last girl I was dating, I went and bought this chain, and I was only dating her for like a year. She got so mad that I bought the chain.
That's like, a very, very
she was like to me, where's my chain?
Like that. I bought some nice shit, and they're like, just because you had a good day, and it's like, bitch, you should be happy.
Yeah. Because you would get it next.
Now. Yeah.
You would get it next.
Now you're not.
Now you ain't. You played yourself. True. You fumbled the bag, bitch.
I mean, that's why I relate so hard to hip hop, because I'm not like, obviously relating to exactly what they're saying, but like
A lot of it.
a lot of it in another way, you know,
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah, man. But shout out
But
to all the
there's
real
like
women out there.
way more happening on a much higher level, obviously.
I mean, these thoughts are fun. You know, you go to a Vegas pool party or you go to a New York club or something like that. It's cool, man.
Invite me
Bro,
through.
Miami, dude. Miami.
Yeah, I haven't been to Miami yet.
Oh my God. Let's go there, there for New Year's.
Let's go there this week.
Straight up, let's go. Let's run it up, bro. Miami is crazy. Listen, if you're a young dude, you're doing your thing. You're coming up, whether you're a rapper, singer, artist, anything in business, a real estate agent, anything. It doesn't matter if you're doing the dishes in the back of the restaurant out there somewhere, doing some shit like that. Get yourself enough money that you're gonna get all your shit straight, but also get yourself enough money you can go to a trip to Miami and blow that shit out.
Yeah.
You know,
before you're 25.
listen. Shout out to Tootsies. Shout out to Tootsies. Shout out to Booby Trap. Booby Trap on the river. Bro, it's the playground, man. That's crazy.
I gotta go check it out.
Shout out to Rick Ross out there. Him and Gunplay did their one of their music videos there at Booby Trap on the river and had the Booby Trap yacht cruising down the river and it went to the club.
Wow.
Got them, because bro, you know,
living.
You know, you got a lot of Cuban girls. You got a lot of
Yep.
Oh man, it's nice, dude.
Man,
but you're better off to focus on yourself. Leave that bitch alone. Focus on yourself. Get to the money. Always. It's an old boy that I know.
He said to me, yourself there.
He said to me, get yourself, like, I said, make sure you just get the money. And then I was talking about something else, and he'd be like, just get the money.
Yeah. They'll come. They'll follow.
Everything else will happen.
Everything else will flow.
Get the money, man.
Yo, well, thanks for having me on the show, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we left the people with a long list of things to work on.
Oh, yeah.
To think about.
That's all we're here to do, man.
Get out there and fucking do it.
We're here to inspire, you know?
Exactly.
Let's take it up.
Appreciate you having me on the show, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.